Greetings everyone, Ray Landis here with another guitar adventure, and this beauty is something that came together very nicely, and I want to share with you a little bit about this guitar and hopefully inspire you to step out and try something like this on your own. I don't claim to be an expert luthier. I don't have every technical skill that is needed to build a guitar that's perfectly right in every way. In fact, I've been known to combine some things in an unusual manner, and many times it comes out better than I expect. But I have had a few anomalies, so to speak, in my building process, but I've learned a lot. So I don't claim to be an expert YouTuber. I don't claim to be an expert luthier, but I have a lot of fun, and personally, I'm very inspired. And I'm hoping that what I share with you here is going to inspire you too. And I really don't get paid anything by YouTube. I don't have enough subscribers yet, and nor do I have enough views. But I have a few people I think that do, and they've expressed that they do feel like they've gotten something out of what I'm sharing with you guys. So I call my channel Guitar Adventures with Ray Landis because that's really what it is. It's a guitar adventure, and this guitar, as sweet as it looks, really is only about a $200 build. And I'm going to just share with you some of the things that this guitar has that make it such a nice guitar, even for the money. For one, the push-in bar. A lot of guys like this push-in bar because it's easy to put in and out of the case, and you don't have to unwind it and worry about the spring falling out. But this guitar, I'm going to give you some of the specs, and then I'll kind of go down the list. These are Seymour Duncan Hot Rod Zebra humbuckers, and I kind of had these in my archive, so I was able to put them in this really at no cost. They probably would cost a little, if you ended up having to buy those outright. But I had those available, and I put those in this guitar. And I have the ARM 6-screw trem bridge with stainless steel saddles, two 500K pots, three-way switch. These switches here are coil splits for each of the humbuckers, so I can split them individually or together. It's got a maple neck, and I would say it's a roasted maple neck, but this neck is very nice. It's got 22 frets. They're stainless steel ball end frets, which is kind of like the thing that a lot of people go for these days. It's got a bone nut, and I put Fleur classic split shaft tuners, one string tree, and it's got the truss rod adjustment there at the headstock. Let you get a little look at the back. And these tuners are really nice. They're very economical. I get them for under $10 a set. But I have one drawback with them, and that's that the center hole where you put the string down in, it's a little shallow compared to what the Fender ones are. But it doesn't seem to be a problem. It just, to me, when I go to put it in there, it doesn't seem like it's going in far enough. But it works. So the tuners themselves are really great. They stay in tune. And this guitar, even with the trem, and it's got a full-size block, even with the trem, stays in perfect tune. So I really highly recommend the ARM trem systems. You can get those on AliExpress. I think they call it the Cayenne Music Store, but ARM, capital A, capital R, capital M, is the brand. So let me go down a few of the things that make up this guitar from start to finish. For one, the body came from Guitar Fetish. Guitar Fetish has two brands that they really sell. One is called Lido. The other one is XGP, I think they call it. They have a Lido brand, which is what this is, which is kind of like their economic version for import type of guitar bodies. And the thing about their bodies is that they look and they feel good, but they sometimes need a little bit of an adjustment. And like the internal sections of the cutaway or of the route have to be opened up sometimes, and that can be a little frustrating. But I got a Dremel and I'm able to do that. The other thing is that the finishes are very thick and sometimes brittle, so they can have a little bit of an anomaly if you're not careful, where you have like maybe a blemish of some sort. And that's what happened down here. There was a little bit of a blemish on the body down in this section, and I was able to come up with an idea to put the Fleur-de-lis on there to cover it, and I think it looks nice. It doesn't take away from the guitar at all, and I think it's kind of interesting to have that. Some people may say, well, "What's that?" And it's a way to cover up a little cosmetic blemish. And you can see if you look at it in the light just right, there's a little bit of a blem there, and that's in the finish of the guitar. So that's the reason why I have that there. But I've actually learned that when you have something that's a little messed up, because nothing's really perfect, you can kind of incorporate it into what it is you're making. My wife made a dress for my daughter one time, and she put a little cut right in the front where you couldn't really like hide it. And I came home from work that day, and she was like, oh, she was feeling really bad about it. So I said, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you just kind of make that part of it? And she ended up, I told her to put a button. So she got a really nice button that had like a design on it and put that there. And it made the whole dress look so much nicer, like it was meant to be that way. So we got to, as guitar enthusiasts, we have to come up with some creative ideas. Again, I'm not a luthier or expert YouTuber or anything. I share these things with you guys because I want you to be inspired to try and do some things like this, perhaps on your own. But this guitar was a great build. It plays and sounds really good. The coil splitting, which is a new thing that I've not done too much with these types of switches, worked out great. And it kind of sounds like a telly with the coil split, and even with the humbuckers, it's got a nice sound. You can play nice rhythm or lead with this, and it sounds great. I figured I would put a little bit different knobs just to kind of make a variation, and yeah, this thing turned out really, really good. The neck has the stainless steel ball and frets that everybody's yakking about, bone nut, and 22 frets. So if this has inspired you to perhaps step out and try something like this on your own, I ask that you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment, share the video, and I will see you next time for the next guitar adventure. Take care.